Okay, well, hello viewers, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Attila Total War. So last time, it looks like... Oh, by the way, yeah, I advanced the turn by one turn, so it looks like a faction was destroyed, and last episode, we managed to get Children of the Lark here to split off a sub-horde, which isn't actually here. Huh, where is it? So either way, I mean, we have 4 armies now, and it looks like, there we go, so Ruga is the one, so the steppe wolves over here, and they are a brand new army, so yeah, that is what they have. Looks like one of the forces is short on food. I'm just going to quickly find this one. So Olden is short on food, and we'll have to help him out later. But for now, let's get the steppe wolves in safe territory. Let's get them to camp down, and that should bump them up in food supplies and such, and we'll upgrade them over time. For now, let's get them a goat herders. Let's get them a... Okay, so goats provide more food, and shepherds' camps provide more wealth, and cattle herders' places provide more speed for things that anything, and it's more dependent on fertility. Okay, so in that case, we'll go with a shepherd's camp for now. Looks like that's actually the only building we can buy, so that's fine. The blood raiders over here, we'll get them to pluck down a camp as well. Just checking on this, is Tritonium over here? It is not a walled settlement, so in that case, we'll keep them there for now. We'll get one of our scouts to move through this area, take a look around. Very minor guard. So once again, the Romans seem to be not within their huts over here. So in that case, I think we'll send Alden in. We'll send them to pillage the place. They're low on food either way, but once they win this battle, I hope the income shores up the losses from the shortage on food and all. So we'll get them to drive right through here. That's going to be a decisive victory. We're going to raise the place this time. And if they still have enough, yep, perfect. They're going to camp down, and ooh, would you look at that, exactly 0 units of, or net 0 units of food. So this is very good. Macracanopolis over here is also pretty vulnerable. And I've been checking everywhere for the Romans, but they seem to have truly disappeared, unless they're, of course, just right over the bay over there. In that case, we might have some problems, but we'll pillage and sack this town nevertheless. So there we go, we'll get rid of that. And sack it. And there we go. So do we have any more movement points? No, we do not, unfortunately. Alright. So that'll get things handled. We'll get our people to spot over here as well. And yeah, the Roman bands seem to be missing from their territories. Okay, in that case, maybe they're... No, they're probably not over here. No, they're not there. They might be inside the bushes over here. They might be hidden. They might, can't really disinclude that. They might be hidden somewhere as well. They might be setting up an ambush. But that is good. I'm actually making pasta right now, so excuse me if I just kind of
a few throats? These people need death.
Here and there.
They would welcome it at your hands.
One of our allies wants us to declare war on a faction that we haven't even met yet. We'll accept it simply because it pays pretty well.
You speak wisely, like...
And we'll go forwards with that. So, I'll be back when the turn ends. Okay, well, I am back, and my pasta is safe. This is good. Right, so we declared war on these people over here, and it looks like they inhabit France, or the Gallic part of the map. Food shortage has been resolved, so that's that, and war coordination is available. Okay, so not much has happened. Now, let's see what we can do about prowling our scouts further along the Roman territories over here of Macedonia. Very promising port right there. Might as well get the Tempests to move as well. They've been slowly building that cattle herd location. We'll get them to raise Thracium over here. I really want to see the Macedonia turned into Diaco over there, where it's just a whole bunch of raised settlements. So let's get them to sack this place again, taking only 5 losses in the process. We're gonna get them to sack the place for the income, right? And I'm in no hurry for these guys to settle down again, so we're going to burn it afterwards like that for the extra income. And that'll be another portion of the map scorched. Right, so with Children of the Lark, we're going to do the exact same thing. Let's get them unencamped for now. How are they doing with their food? Their food shortage has been solved. So we'll get them to attack this place. We might have already sacked these guys before in the last turn. I can't remember now. But either way, we'll go in here and it looks like we have. And we'll just burn that right down. And wonderful, that's going to scorch another part of the map. So, that finishes all the things over here. Still no Romans in sight. So this is... I really don't know whether or not it's a good sign or a bad sign. But either way, we'll go with it. And ooh, you can get boats in here. That's really neat. Right, well, this city's up next. And again, I don't remember if we sacked this place already or not. We'll find out shortly, and it looks like we have. So, let's just raise it then. And now we lose movement, or looks like raising always makes you lose all of your movement points. So, alright, it's nice that we know that now. And with that said, you know what, I'm not going to bother with keeping scouts up there in the meantime, so I can hopefully front 2 scouts down near Constantinople. And this is the prize right here. I mean, I don't believe the Huns actually managed to sack Constantinople and Rome. And again, I think it's because mostly of the fact that they're not really suited for sieges, but we'll see what we can do. Mostly, we'll see whether or not we can recruit more catapults, because we still don't have the buildings for it yet. And I'm under the impression that the siege equipment here, let's see if we can find it somewhere right around there. That's infantry encampment. That costs a ton of cash. Wow. It might be the carpenter's workshop is what we're looking for, so that is quite far away. It might also be the tinker one. So yeah, foreign siege experts. This one looks like it is the tree that we should go down into. But that's that. Anyhow, what should we get right now? What were we researching before? I think it was this one, the superior cav. Alright, so that is another turn done, and we'll see you guys shortly once. Okay, so it is winter 44 AD. Going forwards, let's see. So, want to see what we have here for bonus objectives. We've already finished these 2. We've sacked 12 cities so far. So that's pretty good. And looking at the other objectives, it still wants us to go to some absurdly far places to do the other bonus objectives, but we'll see about doing those. But for now, pressing our scouts forward, we see 1 Roman force, the Classius First Iova. They're a single unit force, so they're not too much of a threat. And with that said, let's push our hordes further south here. And I think this is the furthest the Tempests can go, so we'll get them to cap out. And over here, I think we'll get our people to set up on Roman soil, get them to try to interdict perhaps some of the... Well, actually no, there's probably no more trade coming out of the burnt rubble over here, so we can't really do that. In that case, Children of the Lark here is full. We can upgrade some of their archers, but it's going to cost us a ton of maintenance fees, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Hopping over here, we need 3 population surplus. We'll have that next turn. So in that case, let's get Children of the Lark over here to move towards this settlement right over there. There's one thing that I wanted to do beforehand that we probably should do right now, and that is to instill Chariton and Kerjak as Dread Riders. I just remembered to do this. I was testing this office's system out earlier, and you may have noticed that our generals are fairly high ranked. They have a lot of stars next to their names, really. But as you may have noticed, when I highlighted these other places, they didn't appear, and that is, I believe, because they have to start at the bottom here and they have to advance the way up. So with that said, we probably should have done that a long time ago, just instilled 2 of them. Either way, it's still fairly early in the game. It's not a big deal, so we'll just do that right now and get them set up. The reason we're not doing this with Alden, and I'm pretty sure I brought this up earlier, but Alden here, despite being the head of the tribe, he's not exactly all too great. I mean, he has 111 stats, so his stats are honestly truly terrible, and well, it's actually because he's a weak character. He's blind, he has a disfiguring scar, and he's flaccid. So there's really not too many benefits of being him, apart from the fact that he's kind of hard to get rid of in his current position. And besides, he's let's see, he's 66. He's gonna go eventually naturally, which is much better. So he has some apparel that he can equip, and with that said, let's give him some, it's really not much here, honestly. Huh. We probably won't be recruiting anything anytime soon, but yeah, then in that case, there's really not much. We'll give him some armor for his units, I guess, something like that. And let's see, I think we've already checked these out. We have, yeah, +5 damage for melee units, so it's very helpful for certain troops. Is there anything else? Oh, this one, the Legionary Patra is actually pretty useful. It'll lower our upkeep costs, which is a pretty big deal. So we'll send these people in. We'll try to attack the city right over here.
None will escape.
And we'll try to siege it. Now, I think I'll auto-resolve this battle right here, because on the field we're going to take much larger losses than we would otherwise, and we're going to plunder that for the juicy 1,500 some income that gives us. Pluck down the tents, and that should finish up Children of the Lark, and would you look at that dropped the settlement wealth by half. So that'll be another turn over. Pasta is done, so I am going to have a quick meal, and I'll be back with the next turn. Okay, so let's see what's happened. Okay, looks like we have some more of these political obstruction things. So, let's see. Let's okay, so Chariton wants an office. We have the option of blocking him with Alden. We're going to go with a decree, simply because, yeah, either one of these will give him the office, but it'll really just cost one of them some amount of influence, and Alden has a lot, so that'll be that. Right, so they're over here, and I believe once they're in term for 8 turns, they can then advance up the tree there. So that's good. And now, I'm watching over this thing, the control meter. I'm under the impression that if that goes down too much, then we'll have some problems. So with that said, I'm going to get Alden to gather some support and strengthen our control over the situation. So that'll be that. And now on the campaign map, ooh, would you look at that, we have a ton of income and we can build a lot of different buildings. I'm going to start off over here with the Steppe Wolves. They are just about to finish constructing their thing here. They have 40 free food, so I think I'll build a nomadic host for them. So that'll give them increased wealth. That'll allow them to recruit a few units as well. So this will be good. And what can they recruit right now? So with the Steppe Wolves, ooh, would you look at this? The Gipids are moving on some of our tributary states, so we might want to deal with them. But anyhow, they can recruit some Steppe Horse Archers. These Steppe Horse Archers have taken precedence over the bow units, and they can recruit some bowmen. So not bad, not great. Once we're done pillaging these areas, I think we'll go back because the gibbets here are starting to fill up a power vacuum that we've kind of created over here, and we don't necessarily want them to be like that. So we'll turn our forces around in some time. Now, for now, let's see, how is the Blood Raiders doing? We might be able to siege Constantinople. Our forces are filling up here, though at a slow rate. Currently, I can leave them be, or I can try to push them forwards. There's not really too many good people that we can hire right now as well. So, in that case, here's what I'll do. Let's grab the Tempests. Let's uncamp them. And let's get the sacking here done. Oh, you can cross the little ferry there. That's interesting. And we'll sack the settlement just like that. And, ooh, another 16 grand, so that is quite something. And then we'll just burn it down like that. And hey, he levels up in the process. So yeah, he already has quite a lot of bonuses for sacking things. He carries a lot of archers, so we might as well give him the archery bonus there.
Yes.
And just exploring this area a bit more. Nope, nothing here. So that's that. And only 2 cities remain in the Macedonia region, really. There's, yeah, this one. So, once we're done with these 2, we can safely hop on back and finish up the Gippids. So, let's see. Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. That was really strange. I wanted to attack the city, and it decided to put us into a few boats. So, we'll auto-resolve the issue because, I mean, we can still fight, oddly enough. And we can... This is really weird. I'm going to sack it, but, can we fight them again now? Is this 2 cities, or why is there a difference here? Huh. Okay. Well... we'll go with that, I guess. I mean, there's not really much else I can do. And with that said, I think we'll need another farm here next turn. Okay, well, hello viewers, and welcome back. So, in the middle of the turn, it looks like the Eastern Roman Empire here wants a peace treaty with us. And I've tried to press them for a military alliance for that bonus that we have, or that bonus objective there that we have, but it looks like the best that I can do is to demand some payment from them.
God gives both wisdom
and with that said, I'll accept it simply because burning down their settlements, at least I don't believe it'll give us as much as actually grabbing that. So we'll grab the peace treaty there, and then of course we can always declare war on them next time, and we'll just leave them be for now because we want to shift our armies somewhere, I would say, more profitable than this current area right here. Okay, so that's that. Alden is wrangling for political support, and he's doing a pretty good job of that. We're going to get him to do that action again and shift the balance of power higher up in our favor. So that'll be that. And over here, let's grab our people and let's put them in the mass movement stance. And I'm going to get my my forces to start to pull back towards the Gippid lands now. So let's get these people on shore. Unfortunately, Alden can't move anymore. And over here, despite the fact that we're not going to go for Constantinople right now, I still want to push my scouts down here because we already have one in the Gippid lands, and I still just want to see what they're doing over there. So we have some people working on that now. Let's grab a felt maker over here for some extra income. And again, the Blood Raiders are just going to shimmy back towards our own territories. And we'll settle them down once again. They don't have to move as fast as the other bands there. And likewise, over here with the Steppe Wolves, we'll get them a second... we might not need to. We can get them an upgraded farm here. Or we can build a new farm. I think I'll build a new farm, honestly. It looks like 2 farms is the best stance for your settlements. 2 farms to promote growth and to have enough food, and one other building, if you will, to do other things with. So that'll be that. We've unlocked superior cavalry, so we have step-mounted bows and Hunnic-mounted warbands, so that'll strengthen our military. And we can also unlock raiders over here with supply acquisition. I think I'll do supply acquisition simply because it gives us that 5% bonus to